Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU. We're going to get started in another psychic investigation read here in a moment. Merry Christmas to those of you who are celebrating that holiday. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. You may have children who are enjoying the gifts that Divine has blessed you with the resources to buy for them, if that's what you do. No specific, nuggets or anything like that. But do want to give public shout outs as I do. I like to recognize those who are brave enough, okay, to click subscribe. All right. I know that what I speak and what I do here is it's not easily digestible all of the time. Okay, but I thank you so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Nehru. I am uh, an esoteric guide. I am a beacon of light. My journey is for a demonstration. Okay, born on the 333rd day of the year this lifetime, with the umbilical cord wrapped around the neck to silence the throat chakra and around the left arm to handicap me. I've healed myself of seizures at the age of 8. Also, after the warlock manifested a kidney transplant on 7/7/17 after 4.5 years of dialysis. Okay, I am a direct descendant of Issa, that is Yeshua. Their name is not Jesus. Okay, I post often in the community tab, and I'm currently offering 30 minutes free esoteric conversation with me, in which we will pull energy from the cards and the message that I have here. Again, thank you so much as always for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into it. Divine Source, Erevat, the Most High, I thank you. I thank Archangel Metatron, and I thank the other archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Sandalphon, which is Elijah. Okay, in your Bible, that's Elijah, just like Enoch is Archangel Metatron. Okay, I thank you so much, Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Jeremiel, Archangel Ariel, and Archangel Azrael. I thank you so much for all that you do here, not just for me, but for the collective and the investigators. Okay, one of the, or let me get to the shout outs first of all. Okay, so Rosanna, okay, shout out to you, Justice League. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you. All right, or Happy Holidays, or what have you. Okay, again, I'm not a big celebrator of Christmas. Okay, I know several beings, humans, okay, that were born Christmas Eve. Okay, one was born on the 24th, another born on the 27th. The only Christmas birthday that I am aware of, if you know who this celebrity is, her name is Essence Atkins. Okay, so from Half and Half and Where Are We There Yet? Okay, TV show with Terry Crews and Ice Cube. She has one son, okay, and he was born on Christmas Day. I do know that. Okay, again, we pull a lot of celebrity energy here often, and we have celebrities who watch. Okay, so again, to you, celebrities, wherever you're spending your holiday season, welcome in. Okay, and I hope you're enjoying it. I hope it's a peaceful environment. Rosanna and Divines. Okay, Rosanna and Divines. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to the collective. Someone asked a question. Someone asked a question in a post regarding spiritual assassins, and they asked me, "Is it right or I don't know, high vibrational, or is it holy, or is it whatever, to say that you are a spiritual assassin?" Okay, and to that individual, no harm, no foul. Okay, when you know better, you do better. So Matthew 11:22 says, "The kingdom suffers violence, and the violent take it by force." So when they come in and they rape you and they rape your child and they come against you with all manner of evil, let me ask you a question, individual who asked that question. What the fuck do you think we are supposed to do? Do you think we're supposed to just lay there, give them flowers, invite them in for coffee, tea, crumpets? What do you think we're supposed to do? Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, the way I speak and what I speak, it's not for everyone. It is, but not everyone can digest it. I understand that. Not everyone is ready for steak and potatoes. Some people are still sucking on the titty. That's okay. We all go through different stages, right? Hey, hey, Omega. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Spiritual warriors. That's right. That's right. And again, those battles, the spiritual battles happen in the 4D, okay? In the fourth dimension, okay? That's where they happen. Don't be naive. I just got it. I just heard it. I just heard it. So, to whoever that is, don't be naive, okay? True love, Omega. True love. The individual who asked that question is the same individual who would go back to the one who's been doing witchcraft and karmic ass things against them, and they would end up on the news and their body would end up being found in a creek or on the side of the road somewhere. That's the same individual, same spirit, low vibrational and unaware, unconsciously living, thinking, again, that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but that it's okay. No, no, okay? You being unconditional love is wisdom, okay? That's not being a dumbass, okay? Or, again, naive, okay? On top of the stack, we have Dallas and Eva, or Ava, okay? Ava, okay? We are on the eve of something new. We are on the eve of something new. Divine source, chakra or crown chakra energy, divine source, crown chakra energy. Okay. Let's start off with some angel numbers this time around. Again, for those of you who do not know, I am in Da Nang, Vietnam. This is the fourth Christmas and 51 years of living on this earth for the 10th and final time, okay, that that I am not in the U.S., okay? Once was while I was deployed. I was deployed and spent the Thanksgiving and all of this time over the year. I spent this deployed while in the military. And then the other part, the other two times was while I was overseas, okay, stationed in Germany as a part of 1st Armored Division, okay? So we have 2020, okay? We all know what that year was about, okay? Also in the community tab, I'm going to start sharing information that Divine Source leads me to share in regards to, and these will be other people's videos from YouTube, okay? Again, I have no problem giving credit where credit is due, okay? Welcome to the new age, okay? I give credit where credit is due, okay? And so I will be sharing videos in regards to the Porcelain Club, Book and Snake Secret Society. Porcelain Club is a secret society. And let me tell you something, when you listen to these videos, you will be shocked and probably appalled at what you hear, in regards to how presidential selection is made, truly. And I told you that your vote really don't mean shit. It does not mean anything, okay? In my prior career, I was a tax accountant, and I held that title or in that industry, bookkeeper, accounting manager, and again, own my own firm for several years. Okay. And so I have a numbers mindset, numerology, and I like it. I enjoy it. Numbers are pure to me. Okay. 2020 for compassion. Okay. Marry, diplomacy, potential, service, recovery, adjustability, and renewal. Okay. So service, selfless service. Again, that's why I am here. Okay. Confirmation. That's why I am here. Okay. Again, served the United States of America and protected those, okay, for 8 years in the United States Army. Okay. But as I think Justice League said, okay, the warrior is not just a physical thing. Okay. We have 1111 for a wish come true. We have 999 for release. We have 2121 for energy levels. And we have 0303. Okay. 0404. Okay. 0303 is for taking chances. So we might see something in the energy collective and investigators that requires you to take a leap of faith. Okay. And 0404 is for slow down. Okay. So again, there's no rush, and don't ask when is this, when is that, when is this. Just know that divine source will. If they say they will, and you stay the course as guided, you will receive justice and you will receive what is due to you. That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee. Okay. So all you have to do is maintain your focus on what your ancestors and divine source is leading you to focus on. Okay. And that means not paying attention to the enemy. Okay. What they're doing, what they're saying. Okay. Okay, a lot of energy out here. Okay, we got the devil, we got the revolving door. Okay, we have an ace of wands energy out here. Someone tried to hang you out to dry. Okay. We have seven of wands energy. So we're talking about a victory of some sort. We have the mixologist. Okay. We have something that's faded, okay? This represents, to me, this represents your Akashic records, okay? This represents your Akashic records. If you would like access to your Akashic records, the only way to get access to your Akashic records is through ascensions, okay? And I mentioned Enoch. That's their name on earth. That was their name here on earth that lifetime. But they are Archangel Metatron, and they are the keeper of the Akashic records. So if you would like access to your Akashic records, those are written in Arabic, okay? Then you will ascend to a certain level, and you are granted access to your Akashic records. Not access to anyone else's, not even your son or daughters. You are granted access to yours and yours alone. Not your spouse's, just yours. Anything else is illegal spiritually, and it breaks universal laws. Okay. We have justice. Okay. Shout out Justice League again. Justice. Okay. We have the Hanged Man. Okay. Again, many of us as the world turns, okay? So as the world turns on its axis, the earth turns on its axis, okay? Things are changing, and you can see it in the world, okay? You see politicians and these individuals, you see them resigning, okay? Not just in the US. You see these individuals resigning. They're getting out of the way. They're getting out of the way Divine has to make room for you and I somewhere. Okay? Because they got those seats illegally. And again, when you look at the videos, speaking about these secret societies, you will see that they got these positions illegally. The Bush family, okay? You will see. The Vanderbilt family, you will see. They got these positions illegally. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and place what we have so far into the stack and see what messages Divine has for us at this time. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I know you could be doing a lot of things, okay, those of you who are in here. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing the videos. I was looking at the analytics today, and we are up to 475 subscribers, and that was pretty much overnight from 67 or something like that. So again, thank you so much for taking the step. Okay. I'm getting a song. What they do, they smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers, backstabbers, mom. Backstabbers. Okay, so we're about to look into some backstabbers. Okay, who smiled in your face, but really they were destiny swapping or attempting to. Again, accessing your Akashic records or attempting to illegally. All the time they want to take your place. Because again, those seats belong to high vibrational beings. Okay? Yes, they do, President Trump. Yes, they do, Kash Patel. Yes, they do, Vladimir Putin. Yes, they do, okay? Communist Kim, whatever your Hong Kim, whatever your name is, okay, in North Korea. All right. Right out the gate. Okay. Right out the gate. Okay. Right out the gate. Someone's needing an exorcism. Okay. Someone's broken poor. Even though, listen, even though they stole from you, they're still broken poor. Okay. Do you know 70% or more, I forget exactly what the number is, do you know 70+% confirmation of lottery winners end up in poverty within 2 years? They could win $50 million, $100 million. They end up back in poverty within a couple of years of getting that money. Do you know why? Because of their mindset, okay? Because they need an exorcism in the way that they think about money and the way that they manage money. Okay? All right? So someone's broken poor now that they came against you again, even though they took from you. So they took your money, took your inheritance, confirmation, tried to take your journey, return to sender, tried to take your journey and put you on the street. And perhaps you were on the street for a while. Again, I was homeless 3 times, okay? And twice while I was on dialysis, okay? It didn't break me. It made me, okay? Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Merry Christmas to you, sweetie. Merry Christmas to you, sweetie. Jamie Foxx, Starseed Energy, okay? His legal name is Eric, okay? So Jamie Fox or A Fox, okay, and Eric. You or someone else. The name Kendall, Ken, Kent, okay? Someone could be a blonde and look like Brad Pitt, okay? Ken doll, okay? Barbie and Ken, okay? Kent, Kendall, Clark, Kent. Okay? Again, we have masculine and feminine energy, right? So Clark Kent is the feminine energy. Superman is the masculine energy. Luau Banner is the feminine energy. The Incredible Hulk is the masculine energy. Okay? Wonder Woman is the masculine energy. And I don't know what her non-Wonder Woman feminine energy is. I don't know what that was. I don't remember. But Linda and Carter. Linda and Carter. Okay. On the other side of Kendall, we have someone who is Croatian. Where I'm going to put this? Croatian. Okay. Someone who's Croatian is in this energy. And again, they could be upright or they could be in reverse. They could be going through a divorce. Okay. Someone in the hanged energy. This is what they tried to do to you, collective. Again, hang you out to dry. What do you do with meat? Turn it into beef jerky. You hang it out to dry. No, it doesn't, Omega. But you know what? Money is the currency of the earth. And so it is absolutely necessary. It is absolutely necessary. And again, the lie that man tells you, and these are lies and myths perpetrated by those who are the wealthy elite in these secret societies. They will tell you that money doesn't buy happiness while them motherfuckers driving around, okay, in $300,000 and $400,000 cars, okay, while they have the 90 room mansion and on the estate. They will tell you that money doesn't buy happiness, but that's a bunch of bullshit, okay? Because if I showed up today and I said, hey, guess what, Omega? I'm going to pay your rent for the next 5 years of your life. I'm going to pay your mortgage for the next 5 years of your life. You trying to tell me you would get pissed and upset? Of course not. You'd be happy. So money buys a whole lot of happiness. What money doesn't buy you is joy. And again, internal versus external. Okay? So don't think that I don't need money because you're killing your dreams. You're destroying what your ancestors are trying to give you. Don't say you don't need money. You absolutely need money. You need money in order to change the world. You need money. Okay? And again, if you don't believe me, look at the secret societies and how they control it because they have money. Okay? The porcelain club is some $7 billion $7 billion secret society. And there's only like 24 members in this secret society. $7 billion. And again, they control candidacy of the president of the United States, okay, and other diplomatic positions around the world, NATO and all that. They control those things today. Confirmation horn honk with money. The names, okay? Jack, Drew, Jackson, Andrew, Daryl, Darnell, Darrell, any form of these names, okay? Any form of them. Justice. So any of these individuals could be getting justice, okay? Or these are the individuals who tried to take your journey, take your destiny, and you are receiving justice against these individuals. Velvet, Velita, okay? Or something about a smooth process. I can assure you our journey is not. Earth Angel, Lightworker, Starseed. The journey is not, okay? It is not smooth, I assure you, okay? And it's not meant to be. Again, Matthew 11:22. The kingdom suffers violent, and the violent take it by force. Okay? So, if you want to sit there and hug your enemies because you think that that's what Jesus would do because you're ignorant and you think that that's their name, then go ahead. And again, we'll be reading about you on the news next week. Buried evidence investigators. Okay? Buried evidence. In a yard. Okay? Buried evidence. In a car, in a body of water, buried evidence. This evidence could be in the walls of a house, buried evidence. Okay? Someone could be robbing graves. Someone could be robbing graves. Okay? (2020) for compassion. It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your own talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Benefit the world and your pockets. Again, for me, for the last 3 years, okay, I've been managing, okay, to live on less than $20,000 a year, okay? And in fact, it's closer to $15,000 a year, and that is my U.S. military disability / pension, whatever you want to call it, okay? Be of service to others. Your potential is tremendous. And again, we have the word service out here, service, okay? And to be a selfless servant, that doesn't mean that you are a coward. That doesn't mean you are a doormat. Okay. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in, Ed. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. Okay. 2020 vision. And again, we all know what 2020 was about. Okay. We all know what that was about. Again, perpetrated by the enemy. Perpetrated by the enemy. We all know. Cards. Oh, the names are Ivory, O'Connor, Connors. Okay. I'm getting something about the TV show Roseanne. Were they the Connors? I don't remember. Something about the Connors. That might be a different show. And O'Connor. Okay. This message says, I know my family members are dying because of the evil I have done. I know my family members are dying because of the evil I have done. Okay, let me show you this card and show up better like this. Okay. So when you see other individuals around you dying, that's right, Janice Winnett. That's right, Janice Winnett. You too. Death warrant, baby. So when your family members start dying, collective, or theirs, again, you can mourn their passing however you want to. But yeah. Yep. So stop then. Yep. You want to stop dying? You want your family members to stop dying? You want your children to stop dying? You want your son or daughter healed and no longer on a ventilator? Okay. Stop doing the evil ass shit and repent. And repent. That means to come clean to the investigators. That means to come clean to the collective. And that means to come clean to Erevat, divine source, Yahweh, the great I am. That's what that means. All three. Okay. We have the landlord out here, and that's a demonic energy. Okay, again, I keep speaking about destiny swapping this reading. I keep speaking about destiny swapping, and we have the landlord out here. Someone, confirmation horn honks, someone who wants to rule over you. Okay? You can't do this. You can't do that. I don't want you to have any kids. I don't want you to be successful. You think you better than me. You think you're this, and damn straight. Because again, if I'm better than you, then I'm better than you. Okay? And that's not an egotistical thing. That's a what are you doing wrong and why are you not better than you are? Okay? Someone trying to rule over you. Okay? Many of us do not even know who all of these rulers are. Okay? You'll be surprised. 50 different people came against you. One being. 50 different people came against 7,500 people, 1,000 people came against you. One individual. Okay? Someone trying to rule over your land. We have the name Cooper. Okay? So listen to the names, investigators. Is Lisa in here? I don't know if Lisa's in here. Hello, Shay. Okay. I don't know if Lisa's in here, but listen to the names. Brenda, Faye, Shirley, Rodney, Demetrius, Cedric, James, Jimmy, Doris, Cornelius, Kimberly, Patrick, Leonard, on the other side, we have genital warts. So some type of STD. Okay? They could have given you this STD, or you avoided this STD because you got out of Dodge. Your divine ancestors and Most High, your angels, guardian angels, and others protected you from this STD. And it doesn't have to be specifically genital warts. It could be, I don't know, it could be VD, it could be HIV, it could be, I can't even think of STDs because I consider them spiritually transmitted diseases and spiritually transmitted whatevers, okay? Demons, distractions, okay? Sexually transmitted demons and distractions, okay? This is why it's important to be celibate. And again, you're talking to somebody who was not always, but I am today. Okay. Jeremiah 11:22, or excuse me, Jeremiah 11:2. Okay, Jeremiah 11:2. Here's a secret society that I'll be posting a video about, or sharing a video about. University of Virginia's Secret Society, Philanthropic 7 Society. Okay, here's another one. Okay. Elon Musk and other wealthy elites know who you are. Elon Musk and other wealthy elites know who you are. Again, Bilderberg Group. Bilderberg Group is another secret society. Hello, Elon. Hello. On the other side of University of Virginia Secret Society, Philanthropic 7 Society, we have 999, and we have the Hanged Man energy, okay, for waiting or patience or delays. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. We're talking about balance. We're talking about finances. We're talking about success and wealth. We're talking about cycles ending and new ones beginning. 13 and 31, death and rebirth. 13, 31, death and rebirth. Okay? What goes around comes around, and here it comes. Okay? Shout out to O'Shea Jackson. Here We Come. That's one of his songs that I play all the time. Okay? Because I am the one that you heard about, read about. I am the one that had to take the ghetto route. I am the one coming straight from the cage who let him out. Crazy nigga thought he was gone, but he ain't gone. Even King Kong took his black monkey ass home. When I hit the stage, watch him scatter like roaches. Don't be fake, cause I know what a hoe is. Handle my business, no plans, cause I'm focused. You the definition of what a fucking joke is. Shout out O'Shea. I love you. Shout out O'Shea. We have Atlanta. Okay. Atlanta. So Georgia, the ATL. Okay. That is a homosexual hotbed currently. That is a homosexual hotbed. Again, you can do whatever you want because you have free will. But divine source is hoping that you choose them. That's why you were fearfully and wonderfully made. That's why you were fearfully and wonderfully made. Because divine's like, I don't know what the fuck they gonna do. They could join one of these secret societies. They could go dark. They could turn into an evil warlock or an evil witch. Okay? They can turn into an apophis like Nico Jenkins or Kevin Thomas. They can turn into one of them. Or they can ascend to a divine being and fulfill their Akashic records. Contract. Either one. That's why divine has great hope and fear when you are conceived. And so do your ancestors. Okay? So we're talking about a wish come true, moderation, patience, flowing, okay? Self-realization, again, your own realizations, as I just got a crown bump right here, okay? Your own realizations, okay? Again, all of this out here is nothing more than a confirmation for what you are already knowing, what your ancestors have already shown you, what you've already seen through your third eye, what you've already dreamt in your dream state. That's all this is. And if it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. And taking action, okay? Wish come true, okay? That's what the season is about, right? Wishes, right? Wishes coming true. That's what it's about. What's upside down? Okay, I'm gonna have to kick your ass out, okay? I'm kicking your ass out. Don't come back on my fucking channel, okay? Don't come back on my fucking channel. Get your ass off my channel. Give me just one moment, collective. Give me just one moment. I don't know if there are any moderators in here, but I gotta kick somebody out. Give me just one moment. Okay? If they bring their ass back, we have the name Dwayne. Okay? It could be spelled Dwayne, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson spells his name. Okay? Dwayne Wade. Okay? That's a closet homosexual or bisexual. Okay? I don't care if he is married to Gabrielle Union. Okay? Do you know how many undercover homosexuals are married to females today? Perpetrating? Do you know? Do you know? Okay? We have Mecklenburg County. Okay? Mecklenburg County. I mentioned the name James. Mecklenburg County. Do not call them Jesus. Issa or Yeshua is their name. Okay? I constantly remind us of this because if you want an ascended master's blessing, you have to recognize them as an ascended master. Do you want to know why religious ass people, do you want to know why their journey moves slow and miracles do not happen quickly? Okay? And do you know why they are not repeat champions back to back to back to back? Do you want to know why they are not repeat champions? Because they pray to Jesus. That's why. So when you pray to Zeus or Jesus, you get the blessing of Zeus or Jesus. And guess what? They're not an ascended master. They're not a divine being. They weren't here for 33 years. They weren't birthed speaking like Yeshua Issa was. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Jesus didn't start talking until he was 4 or 5 years old. Okay? Zeus didn't start talking until they were how many ever years old. And that's a demonic spirit. Okay? So don't call them Jesus, because that's not their name. Okay? You get the respect you give. Okay? You get the respect you give. Okay? Someone needs this message today. Merry Christmas. Okay? Merry Christmas. Okay? Someone needs this message right now, right here. This landlord, the Coopers, someone in Atlanta, someone who has genital warts, okay? Someone whose name is Kendall, Ken, Kent, okay? Kenny, Kenneth. That's what they need to do right there. Interesting, Omega. Okay. Next, we have someone who is pale skinned. Okay. So someone who lacks melanin in their skin. Okay. So someone who's pale skinned out here. I get like, I can't think of anyone who would be well known. Lady Gaga. Okay? Like Lady Gaga type of skin color. Okay? Someone who lacks melanin in their skin. Okay? That's a bisexual being. Lady Gaga with her nasty ass. 0404 for slow down. Okay? Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and aware to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Keep healthy boundaries. Okay? I mentioned Lady Gaga a moment ago, and now we have a closet lesbian. Yeah, don't. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. We have last name, first name, same initial. Okay. So, Tim Tebow. Okay. Janet Jackson. Carl Carlton. Jermaine Jackson. Okay. William Williams. Billy D. Williams. That's their name. Okay. So someone who has the first name and the last name, the same initial. Okay. Bill Bates. And I said Bates, not Gates. Okay. That is on one side of the Ten of Pentacles. So you could have a first name, last name, same initial, or this individual tried to steal your Ten of Pentacles. I said the name Kimberly, and here we go. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Kimberly Kerner. Here we go. First name, last name, same initial. There's hidden information about Jessica Aber's murder. Okay? And you might not believe it, but there's a mother out here who's doing witchcraft against you. Yours or someone else's. This says your mother. I tend to be a rather literal and straightforward anyway. I don't know about literal, but I tend to be a very straightforward person. Okay. On the other side of your mother is doing witchcraft against you, we have 0303, Life Path 3, Master Builder 33, however it resonates for you. You could be born in March, you could be born in June. Okay. When changes present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risk on the opportunities that could change your life for the better. Again, divine is moving people out of the way to make room for you. Wherever your seat is at the table. Wherever your seat is at the table. Okay? You can't get there through religiousness. You can't get there through atheism. And those are the same things. On the other side of 30303 for take a chance. Okay? We have, I lied when you asked me, but yes, I sleep with both men and women, and hot damn, did I not just say it? Here we go. I just said it about Lady Gaga. I just said it. And here's a confirmation. So, someone in this energy, one of these names, one or more of these names out here, they sleep with men and women. Okay? Again, you don't have to be a homosexual, okay, in order to get pleasure at your root. Just being real, okay? You can go to a DFTS, okay? That is a grown folks toy store. That's what that is. That's a grown folks toy store, okay? Homosexuals and lesbians. Someone's a fugitive. Investigators, surprise, okay? This could be a bisexual man or woman, okay? Someone's a fugitive. Okay, Harrison Ford, The Fugitive, the movie, The Fugitive, Harrison Ford. So the name Harrison and Ford. Someone could drive a Ford, Ford Dart, Ford F-150, Ford F-250, Ford Bronco, Ford Mustang, okay? Ford Fiesta. Someone drives a Ford. This could be a utility truck. Someone could sell Ford vehicles. Okay. Someone could sell Ford vehicles. Okay. This is on the revolving door. See these names? Shauna, Sean, Shelby, Sheila, Shella, and Samson. I think I meant Sheila. Oprah Winfrey is involved in witchcraft. Yeah. He is your uncle, not your father. He is your uncle, not your father. Okay. That individual stuck in a revolving door. The bisexual who lied to you is stuck in a revolving door. Kimberly, a Cooper, Kendall, any of these names that have come out here, the first name, last name, same initial, the one who needs to grow the fuck up, any of these names out here, okay? And on the same, look, it's back to back. It was right on top of each other, just like this, just like that. Look. So this is a double confirmation, just like the Tarot. If we get the 10 of Pentacles Tarot card and the 10 of Pentacles message out here, same thing, double confirmation, okay? Or exclamation. Something's going to be newsworthy. You could be interviewed. The name Valentine, Valerie, Val. Again, we had Valita and Velvet out here. So there's definitely something about a name that starts with a V. Victor, Victory, Victoria. Okay. Someone's last name could be Ramos. Okay. Perez. Okay. Christian, Vanessa. Okay. Ace of Wands. Okay. A realization. Again, something's newsworthy out here. We got newsworthy out here. Okay. So Ouija boards is what that is. Witchcraft. Okay. Warlock. Ouija board, witchcraft, warlock. Okay. Finishing it up, we have the name Donald, Donnie, Don, and Darnold, or Darnell, and excuse me. Donald is a confirmation for the name that I heard earlier. Okay. So Donald, Donnie, Don, and Darnell. Okay. Also the name Randy, Randall. Okay. Rancho Cucamonga, Rancho Cucamonga, Rancho Cucamonga, investigators, Rancho Cucamonga. That is on one side of 2121 for energy levels. The day you're waiting for will come. Okay, that's the day of justice. That's why something's going to be newsworthy, wherever that card is. Okay. Yep. Okay. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. So take a break. Just like now, today, take a break. Relax. Chill out. Okay? Confirmation, Bert. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Again, back to the we wrestle not against flesh and blood. And Matthew 11:22. Trust in you, and this you is the letter U as in the universe, your spiritual guides. Trust in them, okay? And trust yourself. If you're having issues trusting yourself, that is a solar plexus energy issue, okay? The solar plexus is located right below your sternum, your rib cage. That is where your solar plexus is, okay? Your courage, your confidence, your self-esteem, okay? So you might need to do some solar plexus meditations, okay? You might need to work out. Working out, taking care of the physical body helps with that, okay? You might need to do that, okay? Don't allow the weight of this matrix to deter you, okay? Don't allow it, because that's what they're trying to do. Again, all those secret societies of which I will be sharing in the community tab via video. Don't allow the weight of their karmic ass ways to deter you. Don't allow it. I said something's newsworthy, and on the back of here, there's several cards here, okay? This card on the back, behind this, the last card here says you will be interviewed by a reporter. So, get your hair did, okay? Men, take care of yourself, right? Because that day is coming. We just read it. That day is coming. That day you're waiting for, it's on the way, okay? So stay faithful, okay? We have Emmanuel, Aiden, Caden, and Becker. Someone could go by Manny, okay, or Manuel, okay? We have a Victory, and we have Virginia. Someone's name could be Virginia, or this is a place, okay? Again, we got these out here: Valentine, Valerie, Valita, Velvet, Val, Valencia could be significant, okay? Valencia, the place or college, university, something, okay? Someone's name, however. Victorino, again, Victor, Victoria, any of that, okay? These are significant in this reading, apparently. These, okay? So I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and close it out. Again, thank you so much as always for tuning in. My name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial. I am a spiritual guide, and I am here for the 10th and final time to be a part of leading us into the great resurgence. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. If you would like to get in touch with me, any of that information is in the information section of the video. If you would like a 30-minute free esoteric conversation with me, you can contact me through the information in that video description section, and we can go ahead and get that scheduled. To those of you who have had an opportunity to tune in, thank you so much again for tuning in. To our newest public subscribers, Rosanna and Divines CHLD, thank you so much. And as always, be encouraged.